Hello and welcome to another day in the Lather Games, June 8th, 2025. I thought I'd bring you in on another shave just to give you a flavor of what the games are like. I won't be doing this every day. Today the challenge is to use a barbershop scent, and I'm going a little outside the typical barbershop vein and using Zingari Man's The Master. Now, as you can see from the cover art, this is definitely targeted at being a barbershop scent, and it was scented by Sean Marr, who's pretty much a genius in my view in fragrances, although there are others. It has some typical top notes of barbershop, but it's not powdery as some are. It's got some vanilla in it. It's got some depth and warmth to it. It's definitely got some spice, maybe from cinnamon. I'm not sure I remember. Anyway, we'll get going, and I'll introduce you to the other parts of the shave. Loading from the tub again, as is my normal method. And I'll talk about the brush later, but we'll get into the razor next. Gotta load heavily here. Okay. We are loaded. Doing my normal pre-shave. I want to have a very wet preparation, on top of which I'll build a very wet lather. And I could, for today's razor, I really don't need to have the ideal straight razor lather. This is a Wolfman brush handle. Wolfman is a custom maker in Canada. He made the handle. Again, I'll show you this as usual. I'll show you this in more detail after the shave. Handle is bronze, AP Shaveco knot. So the main challenge, as I said, is the soap. And I've shown you how I'm meeting that. I'm also using a Wolfman WR4. This is a razor that takes a Artist Club blade, and the blade I'm using in this is a Feather Professional. I get some credit for using Wolfman, which is one of the sponsors of the games. And I'm going to get some credit by using an Artist Club, a razor that takes an Artist Club blade. I'll get some credit for not only meeting the challenge, the soap challenge of the day, the theme challenge, but Zingari Man is one of the many sponsors of the games, and so I'll get some credit for using Zingari Man. When you're a straight razor shaver, safety razors are easy. As I've said yesterday, I like the Lather Games primarily because I like the challenge of getting into my own collection and seeing what I have. Now this will be a day when a lot of people meet this challenge. By using Barrister and Mann's Seville, which is an excellent barbershop scent. I think it still is top seller. But this is targeted as a unique barbershop scent, and I like to. I use Seville. I use both of these soaps in regular rotation, but I know I'll be using a Barrister and Mann soap a little later to meet a theme, and I wasn't sure whether I had a Zingari Man soap to meet a theme, so I went with this one. And yeah, I do all my planning either the day of the shave or the night before. The other challenge, the daily challenge, this is the soap is the theme challenge. And as I mentioned yesterday, those are published way ahead of time. But the daily challenge is published the night before. And today, the challenge for today is to write a limerick about your shave. I can do that. I haven't done it yet. But I know what the form of a limerick is, and I have enough of a vocabulary that I'm sure I can find some words that rhyme. In case you're wondering and not that familiar with limericks, they don't have to begin with the words, "There once was a man from Nantucket." But they do have a form. And I don't remember what the form is, but I can look that up. I know it's simple. As you can see, even with safety razors, I use both hands. When you're old and you have skin that flops around, stretching is not only a straight razor requirement, it's a shaving requirement. So I'm not among those who will tell you not to get old. But I will tell you that a famous actress who most of you will not have heard of, Bette Davis, B-E-T-T-E is how you spell her first name. She has a famous quote about getting old. What her quote is, "Getting old ain't for sissies," and it's true. But no use in complaining about it. You want to get old. The older you get, the more life you've lived. And as we all know, the whole reason for that is to see how many razors and soaps you can use. Okay. Wonderful shave with the Wolfman WR4. That was a new blade, by the way. New feather professional. All right, I keep forgetting to do this. I'm going to use coconut toner from Hazel the Witch. And then, while this dries down, boy, that's good. And while this dries down, I'm going to clean up, and I'll be right back after the pause. Okay, I'm back. Everything's cleaned up. I'll show you the razor again. I'll try to give you the full 360 here. It's got the Artist Club blade still in it. I will be taking that out so that I can use it in another Artist Club razor someday when I choose to do so. And then here's the brush, again made by Wolfman. This has a, I mentioned an AP Shaveco blade in it. Sorry, AP Shaveco knot in it. And this is the an MIG made in Germany knot. And it's a synthetic knot, and it's the closest to a badger knot that I've ever seen a synthetic get. It's not cheap, but boy is it good in comparison with badger knot. Okay, finally I'm going to be using the Master Splash here, Aftershave Splash. Not going to be doing talc or fragrance today. Really, really nice. Really nice scent. The Splash is actually a little less spicy than the soap. Here's what the soap looks like. You can see that bit of darkening that normally vanilla adds. Okay, folks, I'm done. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate that you're watching, and always enjoy your comments. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.